G'day guys, I'm Adrian Mills. I'm from Deloitte Digital. I run the creative business in Australia with a couple of other partners, and I've been the president of the Transformative Business Impact and Creative Data Juries. The judging experience at LIA, it's awesome because it's a great place to be. And I think the caliber of the jury that I've had this to work with over the last couple of days has been brilliant. There's a real sharing of values, sharing of standards, and a real diversity of opinion, which I think has really has meant that the best work has come to the top. I will say that a great jury is one where people's arguments change the opinions of other people and they feel respected through the process. And I think time and again, the opinions of and the knowledge and the insight of the jurors was at a standard that meant that people were changing their minds and were seeing what other people were seeing. And I think that's helped the best stuff win. We'll start with Transformative Business Impact. This is the second year of that award. I have to say I'm really excited because I think the caliber of entries this year was higher than last year, and that's what you really want. I mean, this award is set up to try and attract ideas that are really, where creativity is solving a business problem, not just communicating the solutions of other people, right? One of the goals that I really love is in creative data, and it's done by the Down syndrome body in Canada, and they've got a legacy of great work. But what they've done in this particular instance is they've been able to use data to refute decades-old assumptions around the relationship between the health of children living with Down syndrome and exercise. So where they were previously told that exercise would actually harm, this idea and this way of collecting data has disproven that. And now, and look, and the campaign itself is just a white paper. But that power of that particular paper is it's now an evidence base that doctors can then go to help improve the lives of these kids forever. And that's something that I think I was delighted to be able to adjudicate with my peers on. And it's it's a beautiful creative expression. And I think there's a lesson in that. Like, your creative idea doesn't necessarily need to manifest itself in a campaign. It can be in an object of incredible power that doesn't necessarily need to manifest as a social post. We also saw in this category a couple of other golds, and they are, I would say, further pushing the standard of this particular category. So if you're watching this, think about those things. Think about those ideas that really are before comms. Those ideas that actually are where the creativity has clearly changed a business in a way that's going to be brilliant to communicate. Think about where you've done that and have a look at these categories because they're great. And then I think over in creative data's been an interesting one for us. I think if you're entering creative data, you've got to really focus on what is the impact that you are having and what was the critical role of data in that, and not just general insight. So we had a few entries which were more general insights that people said, yeah, but there's data there. I said, yeah, but that data's only there's like 1 point and it wasn't hard to find. Our Grand Prix, which is Pingatex, is almost like it's the solution, it's the idea that this category was created to award. It's a genius business idea that solves a really big problem with huge effects beyond just the immediacy of the problem it's solving. So, that's an absolute delight. In creative data, we saw a Grand Prix that was a mind-boggling use of data that would otherwise go to waste. And harnessing this data, and the campaign is called Data Tienda, It's not a campaign, it's a business solution in the creative data category that allowed for a minority that has previously been blocked from being able to use their ideas and their entrepreneurialism to kind of unleash themselves, and for the world to be able to see the impact they can have through looking at rather analog data as an enabler. You know, you got to go and watch the case study. It's an absolute ball terror.